Egg Bowl.
I like egg.
I like egg. Especially over easy egg. That's a hard egg to order. Ole Miss, Mississippi State. We're in Oxford. We're watching Nick Fitzgerald run because that's all that cat's done for 4 years. 44th career rushing TD. Bulldogs up 14-zip. 30 seconds left in the second. Fitzgerald rifles one to Dedrick Thomas. It's his 19th career game with a TD pass and a rushing TD. That ties the fellow Dak Prescott. Who we'll see him momentarily with the Cowboys. It's 21-3. So things got all kinds of salty and angry at the end of the third quarter with Matt Corral and Ole Miss. Jordan Famu. Final seconds. Here we go. At the tail end. Now Corral goes deep. Hits A.J. Brown. At the tail end of the play, Brown, Mississippi State safety, Jonathan Abram get into it. Eventually. By the way, this whole play is going to get nullified because it didn't get off. They didn't snap it before the end of the quarter.
It's all for naught?
All for naught. And now we're just going at it.
Okay.
We're going to make a scene. And watch your number one down there, top middle of your screen. Number one went at it. You got a punch. And then Corral defends himself with Jamal Peters. His helmet comes off. Matt Luke's out there trying to pull guys apart. This is not a good look for the Egg Bowl. You want the rivalry, you want the emotions, you want everybody fueled up, but you don't want somebody smacking another guy in the helmet and then going right back at it. Here's the punch at the end. The refs give out unsportsmanlike conduct. All the players on both teams, Willie Gay Jr., Adrian Peters, are called for flagrant personal fouls. Their Egg Bowl was over. C.J. Moore disqualified as well. Mississippi State, other than that, had a very easy time of it at 35-3.
All right, Cowboys and the Redskins. Cowboys, remember, they were 3-5, but they win today, and they're now in first place in the NFC East. Dak Prescott had a really good game. Zeke Elliott, he's back. Maybe he has the best back in all of football. 26 rushes, 121 yards, that touchdown, average 4.7 yards per rush. And hey, Thanksgiving's here, and now it's gone, and now it's time for the holiday season. You go to the supermarket and get your groceries, and don't forget about the Salvation Army folks. Put some cake in the bin. And of course, we remember one of the best recent celebrations at the time, of course. Would this be legal now? Because it wasn't then. Are you allowed to jump in a bucket now, or is that a prop?
Well, he later, remember, he put Dak in the bucket.
We'll see that.
Did get flagged.
Okay, so maybe you can't put another dude in the bucket. Again, back then, that was a flag, and I guess you can't use the bucket. Stay away from the bucket. All right, Colt McCoy makes his first start since 2014. Alex Smith's awful injury. The sun's still out when he throws this pass. And, boy, Vernon Davis is fast. 53 yards for the score. Davis only had 2 catches, but that was a good one, and he ran really fast. Next Gen says he reached 21.4 miles per hour as a human. Can't go that fast in the mall. He already got ticketed, and now the game is tied at 7. All right, third quarter now. First place is on the line. Prescott, Amari Cooper, single coverage, so a guy slips, and he may go all the way. He does. They targeted him 9 times. He had 8 catches. Jerry likes that, worth a first-round pick, and then he pulls off the old Markelle Fultz imitation, and Markelle's like, I'm just trying to, sit at home and enjoy my Thanksgiving. I want to watch some football, and dudes are kind of, clowning me over my shot issues, but hey, good for Markelle. Gets on the Snapchat, responds, sense of humor. We're all rooting for you, Markelle. Do it. Do it. Do it. Second helpings. Let's try it again. Dak to Cooper. And he goes the distance. Prescott, we mentioned, 121 quarterback rating. Very good day, 22 of 31. Not only was that the longest catch of Cooper's career, it was the longest pass play in the NFL this season, the longest pass play of Prescott's career, and the longest by a Cowboy since January 2nd, 2000, as you see on your TV set. That was Aikman to Jason Tucker. Cowboy record, by the way, is Meredith to Bob Hayes, 95 yards and 66. Staubach also hit Dorsett for 91 yards, 3 feet longer than that play in 1978. One of Dak's best individual performances of his career. We've seen him do this at times, sometimes throw it, sometimes run it. He ran a long way to get 5 yards. Again, in the bucket it goes. John Anderson reports flag on that play. Yep. But at that point, the margin is comfortable enough. And again, Next Gen, they count everything. They said that on this 5-yard touchdown that Prescott ran 34.5 yards. Oh, yeah. How about them Cowboys? In first place and mentally tough.
But the mental toughness of our team was outstanding. Handling some different guys being out of the lineup and guys just going in and playing. It wasn't perfect by any means. We have so much work to do to get better. But I thought our guys fought hard and did what we needed to do to win.
We're definitely having fun, and we played our tails off today. But we got to enjoy this, and then we got to go and get ready for the Saints.
Everyone jumped off the bandwagon. Of course, at 3-5, and you expect that. But I can tell you who didn't doubt ourselves, who didn't think that we could do this or didn't think that we had the team, is everybody in that locker room. And that's all that really matters. So as long as we locked arms, we stayed tight, we knew we could do this and we can do more. So that's the only thing that matters to us, and we're going to continue trying to get better.
Get on the bandwagon. Pipe the poop right out of your house. Cowboys offense has been much better in those last 3 games that they've won. Over 7 more points per game, averaging over 60 more yards per game. One of the keys, more efficient on third down. They were okay in this game, 6 of 14, 43%. Not terrible. You can't be a Cowboy fan and not know that. Meanwhile, DJ Swearinger, he puts the swear in Swearinger talking about Washington's defense.
Frustrating as hell, man. We lose 2 games in a row because of the defense. Ain't no damn offense, man. Defense. We lost the game. We lost the game on defense. Two weeks in a row. Defense. If you want to be a championship defense, you got to hold that weight on your back. That's the weight you got to hold if you want to be a championship defense. If you want to be a regular defense, then it don't mean much to you. But until you have that championship mentality as a defender, happen like that week in, week out when you play good teams. That's why we don't get respect as a Redskins. We don't do the simple right. We do the simple right. I guarantee you we get respect. So we don't need no damn respect. I see why we get disrespected, because we don't win the big game.
When do you think we'll stop the beeping? I think within 10 years, we'll just let them know. We'll just let them know.
It is 11 o'clock on cable. There'll still be a couple words you can't.
All right, here we go. Here are the updated standings. Again, Cowboys own the tiebreaker. Cowboys have the Saints next, then home Eagles, and then at Colts. That's a bit of a, decent challenge of a 3-game stretch. This was good for the Eagles. They certainly wanted the Redskins to get that 5th loss, as, they're still in striking distance if they can get there together.
Yes.